I see a lot of people, particularly men in Nigeria, often say, why do Nigerian men in diaspora always come back to Nigeria to find a wife than the women? Now, most of them are ignorant. So take your bottle of water, relax, and I will explain this to you. Now you see, a man and a woman look for different qualities in a partner. As for women, women look for men that will add value to their life. They look at financial security, they look at other status, other standards that is higher than them. So that is why when a woman is in a relationship in Nigeria and she moves abroad, she may likely or most likely leave her boyfriend in Nigeria. She will break up because she wants somebody that will add value to her life. Now she's in a better country where she can chase her career as well as earn money for herself. How does the boyfriend in Nigeria benefit her? That's the question you ask. So they always go to where they will get benefits. Now, a woman living in diaspora coming back to Nigeria to pick a man or to pick her boyfriend, this is a woman that has overcome her nature, because their nature always wants somebody higher than them. So she breaks up with her boyfriend in Nigeria and she makes herself available for the best man in her vicinity. Whereas for the men, they don't look at a woman's financial status. It is not the priority. They look at her submissiveness, cultural alignment, compatibility, and her ability to nurture. These characteristics are very hard to find in women in diaspora, Nigerian women in diaspora. Because Nigerian women in diaspora, they are there to hustle. They are looking for a better man. They are looking for equality. They've adapted to the system. So now these Nigerian men will most likely come to Nigeria to find this kind of women. Because in Nigeria, you have a large pool of women. Finer, more submissive, more caring, more nurturing, more understanding than the one in diaspora. That's why you see most Nigerian men fall back to Nigeria to find a woman for themselves. Another important factor is visa status. Let's use the UK as an example. A British woman wants a man with a British passport or with a strong passport. Foreigners living in the UK also want men with strong passports. A Nigerian woman living in the UK with a British passport wants a Nigerian man or a man with a British passport or with a strong passport. The Nigerian girl who migrated to the UK without a British passport, her first choice is finding a man or a Nigerian man with a British passport. So what happens to the Nigerian man that wants to find a wife that doesn't have a British passport or a strong passport other than the Nigerian passport? His only choice of finding a woman is to come back to Nigeria to choose a wife for himself. Another important factor is financial security. A woman will go anywhere or be with anybody that has financial security. Let's take the UK as an example. The average income in the UK is £40,000 annually. So most of the population earns less than £40,000. Every woman subconsciously, going by their nature, wants somebody that earns higher, who wants a six-figure earner in the UK. They can have time to go on vacation, spend time together, have this soft life. And only 4% of the total population earns 6 figures and above. And a lot of women are willing to make themselves available or keep chasing after this small bracket of men that earn higher than them. The man who earns less than 40k, his chances of marrying a woman that earns less than 40k is low. Because subconsciously, going by her nature, she wants somebody that earns higher. Now, even if she decides to marry a man that she earns higher than or earn the same with in the society, her parents will question her. How much does he earn? You see, the women in the West are not willing to be with a man. Women stand on the finish line to wait for the winner. And that's why if you want to get married to a woman, the first thing she asks, how much do you earn? What do you do? She doesn't ask that question. Her parents will ask that question. What is the fate of the young Nigerian man who earns less than £40,000 in the UK finding a wife? They will prefer to come to Nigeria to find a wife. Now, the women in Nigeria will hover around him because he earns higher than them. Are you seeing the dynamics? In general, while you can date this woman, when you want to marry them, it comes with a lot of questions. You see, coming to Nigeria to get a wife is not the safest option, but it's better because in Nigeria you have a large pool of women to choose from. They are more loving, they are more caring, they are more submissive. But then you should be worried because most Nigerian women are operating from the angle of survival until they begin to earn money, until they become independent. That's why you see a lot of Nigerian men complain that as soon as they bring their wife to the UK, she start acting up. By the time she start earning, she start acting up. Because Nigerian women do not believe in splitting up bills. As soon as you bring them to the UK, all they think about is making money for themselves and and sending money to their family while the man provide for the upkeep and the utilities. So by the time the man starts demanding how to split bills, there's a problem. And she starts demanding equality from the man. And the man who wants, who wants respect, who wants to command respect, he is finding it difficult to adapt to the changes. So you see, all this will begin to make the marriage to crumble. So it's a very complex situation. That's why somebody advised the men to choose from the small pool of women in the UK. Because if you can find a woman in the UK that will love you or agree to marry you without your British passport and with your regular income, the woman will love you for who you are. You should already understand the system. Because picking a girl from Nigeria, it's risky, though it's the safer choice for men, because you have large pool of women to still filter and choose and select from. But for the women, it is difficult for them because it's very hard for a woman to go against her nature. It's very difficult for a woman to find a husband in diaspora. That's why they advise women to be in a relationship before they travel. You understand? Because by the time they get to this country, they wouldn't want to go back to Nigeria to pick a husband because their nature wants them to aim higher. And while they keep aiming higher in the UK, they are aiming for this small percentage of men that have everything in place in the UK. And this small percentage of men is either they are married or they are not willing to marry. So they are just flexing, changing girls in the UK like they're no tomorrow. So this is the dynamics and this is the complexity in this situation. As a man, you're right, it's economist.